Hey guys, I'm Dale,
Hi guys, I'm Ree.
and today we're going to be watching Tom MacDonald Fake Woke. So last time we checked out The System.
Yeah,
What did you think of that?
I loved it.
Yeah,
The next day I was literally singing it and I only heard it once.
yeah, no, it was really sick. Like, I liked how he literally told the story from the perspective of being the system,
Yeah,
talking to these children, all the things they're gonna endure in their life, and all
yeah,
these decisions they're gonna have to make very early on.
yeah.
I just thought it was really clever actually. I really enjoyed the subject matters that he was touching on.
Yeah,
So this one's called Fake Woke.
yeah.
So do you know what woke
I would say
means?
like my definition of the word woke of when I used to hear it would be around like kind of like consciousness and kind of certain like awakenings people can go through, and then
Mm.
they would describe that after as being woke.
Yeah, so like enlightenment and
Yeah.
like you know what's going on in the world.
In the world, like
Yeah,
really, you like kind of
like
see how we're talking about the system in the old one.
yeah,
That would be described as kind of like
someone who's woke.
someone that
Awake.
if you
Right.
kind of understand what the system is and what they're trying to do, or like you have a concept in your mind of what this could actually be
Yeah,
that we're actually living in, you would just kind of describe that as woke
yeah.
in a sense.
So like I think like recently over the past few years, woke has taken on like a new meaning.
Okay.
So a lot of people would describe woke as basically it's like something that tries to appeal to as many different audiences and different like diverse groups as possible.
Oh, okay, I
But
see.
it kind of like sacrifices the message and heart of whatever the thing is. So
Oh yeah,
if
yeah.
you think of
yeah,
like a
yeah,
TV show or movie and stuff, and you
Yeah.
have these characters, and now suddenly they want all these people to be like all these different like races of people, all these different like genders
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and just all like just trying to appeal to like just every single group in it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's kind of like it's not even for the benefit of the character progressing in
Yeah.
the story. It's just to please people, kind of thing.
Yeah, that
innit?
makes sense.
So a lot of people call that kind of like woke media, kind of nowadays. But yeah, back in the day, our definition of woke was like someone that was enlightened, knew a lot about what's going on in the world behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and that just like knew a lot more than the everyday
Mhm.
person.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I'm interested to hear what he has to say about this. I feel like it'll be that later definition that we just gave.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear.
Let's have a little look.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right.
That's a deep one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man said Eminem used to gangbang, talk about like killing his mom, but then man's like boycotting fans that support one political party. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like you're like a gangster that has done all
Yeah,
these
it's
terrible,
so true.
well, allegedly done all these terrible
Even
things.
like even when we talk about like from like a female perspective, like Cardi B
Mm,
being like a role model for 12-year-olds,
it's scary.
like because she's like a stripper. Like no offense to
Yeah,
anybody,
yeah.
but in a sense of like your child, what would you want to teach your child?
Yeah, and she literally said it in one of her interviews. I think she said before, like she used to literally drug men and steal their stuff and that.
Yeah, see, that's not a role model
It's
for your
crazy.
youths.
And
It's
it's
just
like-
the truth.
These people are winning like awards and
Grammys and things
being
like.
like pushed in like media to like for people to aspire to be like, oh, look at this amazing independent
It's crazy.
art, like this, look at this amazing woman, you should aspire to be like her. And even she had like an interview with like I think it was Joe Biden or something, and like the question she asked was just kind of whack, fam.
Yeah,
Like, it's like
it's like
you got
that.
a chance to interview the president and you're not even asking anything of substance, like.
Yeah, it's wild.
Fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
It's interesting actually. Yeah, I do think I think race war is a big thing at the moment actually.
Definitely.
Like, races are literally like head to head with I think obviously we're blessed here.
Yeah.
We live in like Birmingham, England. It's very
multicultural,
and
very
like,
multicultural.
I don't feel I don't feel uncomfortable around a certain race, or I don't feel like they're uncomfortable around me type thing, and it like I've never been experienced like racism here.
It's almost like every single different type of person lives on this road that we live
literally like
on right now.
We have literally it's like every race
like
lives on like every nationality lives in this city.
Literally.
So obviously when I do look at things like America and stuff, it does look a bit mad sometimes, you know, like because it literally looks like black versus white, left versus right. It's just like every type of division is
literally
dividing, fam, like, you know, and I mean it's mad. I mean these things are kind of set up for that purpose, and
literally.
And even the idea of race is a mad thing actually, because like even that word implies that you're of a different species.
Literally, it's mad. Like
it's actually mad, like because we're all the human race, and it's like there's this word that makes you feel like you're a separate like entity to. And
it can be interesting experiencing that like idea being from someone that's mixed with two.
So I think it's interesting for us, isn't it? Like
because it's like we're like here, and then you got
it's black, white here, and
it's like you kind of looking at it like whoa, like.
Yeah, because
this is mad.
It is mad, like it is crazy, isn't it? Like being in the middle. Like.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, same songs. They so fake woke. Facts don't care. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name, when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being
That's a bad one, To be fun, when you touched on the Black Lives Matter thing.
Yeah, that's a big subject.
What do you think of that Black Lives Matter?
I feel like it's a sticky one. It's kind of like I completely understand, like in a sense of like, you know, it was because of the George Floyd situation where it escalated, and and I think that every person in obviously obviously of that race, being a black person, should feel like, nah, this is wrong, like because the video was crazy, and it does definitely show that, like, do you get me? Something was going on.
Like I feel the heart of it still, but I think a lot of people had a problem with not so much that, but like the organisation, the Black Lives Matter.
Oh yeah, I did hear of something about this.
I think it ended up being like even like helping black like the black neighborhoods and stuff, and a lot of them were taking the money for themselves, buying like mansions, doing like drugs, getting like prostitutes, and like a mad thing, and
because basically when that was all going on, I was really out of it in a sense of like I wasn't trying to consume myself in it, because I thought, especially like we talked about earlier, like about us being mixed race and stuff, it's kind of like you do have these kind of thoughts in your head, and it's kind of like you don't. Me personally, I just wanted to kind of just say, you know what, like I don't understand. I wasn't kind of caught up in the whole social media aspect of it, so I didn't fully get it.
Yeah.
But I completely understand why people were protesting and
definitely
standing up for.
I did stand.
Definitely.
Like, in my heart, like I stood with obviously all the like people that
Yeah.
have died in the past. Not even, it wasn't just the George Floyd thing really, like just people that have died at like,
Yeah,
you know,
of
like police
course.
brutality and
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. The George Floyd was kind of
like
like
the tipping
the
point
yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
but-
yeah, yeah. And it is a problem, and it definitely needs to be spoke about. I just think that people kind of
Yeah.
exploit. Is that what you'd say?
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of
But
used the
and
situation to.
yeah, even the media probably used it to instigate race
Yeah.
wars against each other as well. Because
Yeah.
like, you know, these things actually do happen a lot. Kind
Yeah.
of like, and we don't. It's never plastered on the news. And
No, it's true.
things like
Honestly,
that, you know, like. So I feel like there are agendas behind what we see at the
Yeah.
same time, and it is to manipulate people's emotions.
Yeah.
Obviously, these things are happening, but it's
they're
like,
there for a reason, and they're there. I feel like it on purpose too.
Yeah.
Like, and it is a big problem. It's just like, how can you deal with it better? Because
Yeah.
it's like the ways that they've been dealt with. They probably bring light in certain situations, but then there's just so much. Like, for example, that situation, like you said, bringing people, like, obviously spending all that money to themselves, and
yeah, like
it comes down to that at the end of the day.
taking
Like,
advantage of
exactly.
like like trauma and them things,
Yeah.
and people's like feelings taking advantage in it, like
Yeah, because I think as him being a white
yeah,
man, like for him to speak about that situation and talk about that Black Lives Matter,
Yeah.
it's a big thing.
that is a big thing still. Like
So like
he's
that's
brave still,
why
but-
we've kind of went and deeply talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that,
yeah.
because I think it is important. Like,
yeah, because I don't think, I mean, I can't really imagine my white friends, like, you know, talking against that or anything.
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, he's brave for like
He is.
being able to speak his mind against it, but it's like, I guess it's true. Like everyone is getting screwed over. But
Would you think people would have a problem with? Do you think people would have a problem with him saying that?
I think there's always going to be people that
Yeah.
have a problem with what someone is saying, but
Yeah.
they might not know the reasons why he's saying that. They might
Yeah,
just
yeah,
heard
yeah,
that
yeah.
Black Lives Matter and thought, oh nah. He's
That's what I
racist.
was saying. Like,
he's
yeah,
racist
that's
or
what I was
something.
thinking.
But I
that-
don't think that's his stance behind it, and I feel like this guy does his research. It seems
Yeah.
like, in it, so he probably knows about what we were talking about, you know, how this organization has kind of conned
Yeah.
the whole world, kind of thing,
Yeah,
and
literally.
abused that place of authority again.
Yeah.
Like, this is a common theme of people abusing their power.
Yeah.
You have all this money coming in, it's supposed to be for a good cause, and it's like you're not even helping
Yeah.
the actual people that you're claiming to stand with. Like, you get me?
That's wild. Wait, before we carry on, do you know if it was black people themselves that were running this organisation, or was it white people?
I think it was black people. I think there's like mixed people in there as well.
Okay,
like,
okay.
but yeah, I don't know, man. It's a bit beaky, and
Yeah.
like it is a bit beaky. And now I think that I think one of the guys running the thing, when he's doing like the Gaza, his Palestine and Gaza thing now.
Yeah.
It's just like his page has turned into like that and that. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping they don't try to exploit
Oh,
them things. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not good. It's
You know what
not
I mean?
good.
because people can say, yeah, this money's gonna go to this place,
But you don't know.
But once that's in their
like,
bank, man, you actually don't know
you can
where
do.
money's
Yeah,
going.
exactly. They might put a % of it into it, but
Yeah, it's deep, man.
Everyone exactly the same. I just wanna spend.
I'll go back a bit.
I went back already.
Oh, did you?
Because they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name. When the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food in my family, without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
just talking his truth. And
Yeah,
like,
he really is.
He's like unapologetically just saying everything he's feeling and what he knows. And
Yeah.
And it's kind of deep, and it like facts of I don't care about your feelings.
No,
like,
it's true.
You know, like the chorus is saying, like. But now I rate this guy still. Like, I think it's just sick that he's just being unapologetically uncensored. Just boom, boom, boom. This is how I'm seeing the world right now, and I rather don't care how you feel about what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, because it's what's on his mind, and you have to express it at the end of the day, isn't it? Like,
definitely, and it's definitely being received well. Looking at the views, and even the fan base that have been supporting the last video that we did, like they seem really cool, and they were saying like you don't have to agree with what he's saying, like we just would want you to listen to him and have a discussion around like the topics and stuff like
it makes sense.
So we don't have to, you don't have to agree with anything he's saying.
No, of course it makes sense.
But I actually agree with what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like it's mad.
I completely get where it's coming from. Like it shouldn't be. He's just trying to say it shouldn't be black and white.
Yeah, we're all fighting.
We look different, but it shouldn't be. And he's not saying that obviously what white people have done is right. He's not saying that. He's just saying that there shouldn't be this anyways. Like it kind of needs to come to some sort of
mutual understanding.
It needs to come to some ground, like with everybody, not even just white, black, Asian, anything. Like you get me, like
I don't think things can't run normally if like everyone's at odds with each other, or like if there's a group here and the group over here, and the group over here and the group over here, and they're all at each other, like, and then there's people up here they're just watching and sipping their wine.
No, it's true.
Like, we don't have to do anything. They're just they're destroying themselves. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, but I'd take everyone to become not woke but enlightened to the situation, and it like.
Violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness.
That's a deep one.
Yeah.
Change amen to amen and women. I feel like it's a bit too far, you know, like I don't think you have to change every word.
Are they actually doing that?
It wouldn't surprise me at this point. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're doing that, but it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Because it's like I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's like unsafe to say anything nowadays, isn't it? Like, it's a deep one still. Like, you can just like, it's like you can misgender words that aren't even.
I've actually stopped saying amen. I say like ashe or like affirmed.
Yeah.
But like it still has the same meaning with me and the Most High when I do make that statement, if that makes sense. So I don't think there's any need to be changing amen to a woman or amen and women. Like you get me? Like I don't think there's a need. But obviously the thing is that everyone has their own preference. That's what it is. Especially these days, it's kind of like
that's cool. Have you preferences and that, but like. I don't think you can control other people's languages.
No, definitely. You know I don't think nobody could come to you and say you need to do this in this way.
Yeah.
Like that's not how it should work.
It's like someone can call it to me and call me the N-word.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me feel nice. But I can't control the language that you choose to use. I can let you know that look, I'm not comfortable with being referred to as. I mean, this is extreme, isn't it? But I actually can't control, someone's language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't control what they're
You can't control anything, and that's the thing. It's like, if someone come up to me and said, and called me that, I'll be like, you need to watch your mouth. Because that's offensive.
Yeah.
That's racist.
Yeah.
And you can't call me that. Like, but you obviously you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
You can, yeah, they
You
can.
can,
do
of
that,
course,
but
they can, but
you can't. You be
but like
disrespectful to
because
them.
I hold my own boundaries up.
Yeah.
Don't move like that. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like, obviously you have to have that, but when you're trying to say to someone, you're gonna make a great prayer right now, but you have to say amen and women because it's not just about men. Like, you can't do that
It's
because
not about that,
you
innit?
can't
Like,
force people to do that.
Yeah, and that's kind of making amen into something. It was never about man or woman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
But now
yeah.
it's turning it into a thing like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's just silly, really. It's unnecessary.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Ism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I just wanted to talk on that point of like they secretly hate guys or like I think that is so pushed in the media in the sense of like for example like shows like Family Guy, like you see how like his name's Peter, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's really
Dumb.
like, and the family hates him, like,
Yeah, he's not a
and
great guy.
to think that there's so many of these type of like shows or kind of ideas of the man being like that, it doesn't look good because it's
like
kind of like
just like some lazy,
slow,
and then you have like a pretty intelligent wife.
Yeah.
But you got this guy that's just like uninterested.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in his own world kind of thing. Yeah, you do see that character a lot in it, like in like like
Loads.
family shows and stuff. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and to think that those obviously kids aren't supposed to watch that, but when I was very younger, like I don't know, like 10 or something, I was watching that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I was watching Family Guy and stuff. So it's kind of like, you know, you watch these type of things and that's being implanted in your mind from when you're young, and like these kids might start thinking certain things of their father or like, do you know what I mean? You never know, like
what they will become in the future.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and it's kind of like, you know what, like not all men are like that. I know there is some men that might move in certain ways because it's balance in the world. There's women that move mad, there's men that move mad, but then there's also beautiful, amazing, wonderful, kind-hearted women and beautiful, amazing, wonderful, kind-hearted men. So it's kind of like it's not always just. Do you get me?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not just. It's not always this character that is portrayed on screens. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
And. You know, it's mad. It's mad the power of media again, and like
yeah.
You can literally implant these ideas of what a man is or what a woman is.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
From young, and it like
it's actually crazy.
Shows, like, you know what I mean? It's weird, man. It's just mad the influence that is played. It's mad the influence that people have to control people's perception, the population's perceptions of things, isn't it?
But even things like if you look at Family Guy as just like a subject. Imagine if Peter wasn't dumb, would it be received and as funny as it is? I don't think it would be.
No, it wouldn't.
So think about that, the way that you can make a joke out of the fact that is there. It's just nuts.
I just had to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Deep one. It was a deep one, and it like didn't mean to have them discussions. And
yeah,
that
guys, we went kind of deep in this.
Yeah, but you know what? Obviously, this is what he's talking about, and you know, we can't just sit here and just be like.
And I think that he wants, the reason why he's done this is because he wants people to have those deeper discussions, and it's not going to change if people aren't talking.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And guys, please share what you thought about this song as well. Like, obviously, you don't have to agree with us or Tom or anybody. You know what I mean? Just put your 2 pence in and let us know how you feel about the song and the subjects in the song as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm so deep in it still.
It's a deep one. I was kind of just like, wow, I was very in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I was listening to everything he was saying. I was just like, you know what? It's mad, you know. It's mad that he's calling all these things out. Like, I respect it though.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, like, you know what, like, this is amazing that he's done it, and there needs to be more of it, because it's like we're in a society now where social media is big. You never know when it could go, but it's here now, and it's able to reach a worldwide audience very easily. So the fact that he's been able to do this, and people are talking to each other through social media, and I'm assuming that's what's happening because it's quite known. It's good, and we're having discussion right now.
Yeah. This is a interesting discussion, and I think this song would definitely like create discussions in people's families, and because obviously like there's a lot of families where not everyone has the same beliefs and stuff, and people are divided and stuff, and I feel like music like this actually get people to discuss and see where each other's minds are at, you know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
And even like between friends and stuff, like, yo, check out this video, man, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
What do you think of this song? Yeah, it can open up some very interesting discussions, and I think these are discussions we should be having, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
These topics shouldn't actually be taboo, or like, oh yeah, you're gonna get cancelled if you talk about that, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. Like, how can it's what to you, like some of the stuff you're saying, like, how can you get cancelled for talking about these things when these rappers are talking about
don't even get me started,
literally like killing people and doing this to a girl, hitting this, just like, it's crazy. Like, how can you cancel? Why would you cancel someone over like an opinion, but you're supporting these guys that are literally boasting about how many people they kill?
It shows how deep he actually is, though, as a person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's deeper, like, and you can't cancel it, fam. But the music's deeper as well because of it.
Yeah.
So interesting, fam.
Guys, thank you if you sat through our whole discussion, like, thank you for that.
Because it was a long one.
It was a long one, and it wasn't even meant to be that long. It's like half an hour, but
it's a 4-minute video, fam.
I'm gonna be listening to this again. I can't even lie, like, just
same.
fully, just like, so I can fully like just listen to it without any pauses. But guys, please drop any more Tom MacDonald recommendations, because I would love to continue to listen to him. You guys did drop some comments on the last video, and we're going to go through them and see which ones are like the most upvoted and which ones you want us to check out.
Yeah, man, and definitely follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and TikTok, so all of the links will be down in the description, so please do chat to us. And and be sure to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, all of that. It really helps the channel, and we just love the engagement that you guys give, and it's awesome, and we can't wait to just learn more about Tom MacDonald and the other artists that we're seeing on this channel. Yeah, thank you guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day or night or evening.